So Asian market is and will over the next years be one of the main driving market segments in the global tire market. Especially also here in India, we see a growing market. So over the last years, we saw a lot of new greenfields from nearly all tire manufacturers over India. And still today, we are aware of several new greenfields. So I think the growth for the machinery industry in India will go on. Even we see over the next years a little bit a declining of new factories. I think the trend will change from building new greenfields to becoming more effective out of existing plants and factories. I think setting up a new greenfield, the main expectation is a very, very tight support from machine builders to the tire manufacturer and also from the automation and component suppliers like Siemens is. So especially defining a new tire plant is a lot of work, and many of the tire manufacturers don't do this so often. So they do not have so much experience in defining all the requests for quotation, in defining the architecture of a new tire plant, and also how to apply to the latest digitalization trends. And I think this is something where Siemens, together with all of the tire production machinery suppliers, can contribute a lot to new greenfields. Now, as soon as a plant is established, we come to a second phase, what is how to improve performance. And this is again something where we can work tight together, for example, to get transparency of an existing production is very, very important. Because if you are not aware what machine works well or what tire can be produced very effective and what other tire type costs you a lot of effort, a lot of money, production costs, and also energy, you have no chance for optimization. Therefore, transparency is a very important thing for new greenfields, but especially also for existing plants to be optimized. I think I see this daily. I think there are different approaches. So in Europe, we have, I call it an existing economy. People are very much used to automation because of labor cost. The initial driver, especially also in Germany, to go for automation was labor cost. But over the time, we learned in Germany that labor cost is only one advantage, what you may save with automation. The second important part is that your quality becomes much more stable. The production processes are reproducible, and therefore automation does not only help on saving labor cost, it also helps you a lot on improving your quality and to stabilize your processes. And this Asian countries, especially also in India, where you do not have this issue with high labor cost, but also in India, tire manufacturers are very, very much interested in stable processes and in a high yield rate of good tires. And this is a function what automation can contribute to. Yeah, so Siemens plan is a global plan. It is applying for Asia, but also for the Americas or for Europe. So our strategy is we have so-called vertical organization inside the Siemens Corporation. And each vertical, so we have tire, but we have also automotive, we have food and beverage. And each vertical has its satellites in the focus countries. And for tire, India, for example, is definitely a very strong satellite. And besides the headquarter organization, what in my case is located in Nuremberg, we have also a team here in India headed by Sachin Kadve. And together with the local teams, we develop the market. Because especially in tire, we see one trend. Tire is a global market. Also, if you have a look on the participation list of your conference, you will see, of course, a lot of Indian participants, but I heard you have participants from 18 countries. And whenever a tire manufacturer goes for a new machine, you never know from what country it comes at the end. Because you have, for example, for the curing press business, you have strong suppliers here in India, but we have suppliers in China, in Germany, in the US, in Czech Republic, in Turkey, and I think they all have their advantages and their disadvantages. And at the end of the day, it's a question to the tire manufacturer, where does he want to decide? It's not a question to buy in India or to buy in Turkey or in Germany. It's more a question, what features are evaluated as most important for a dedicated tire production? And then it's decided. And maybe in India, maybe elsewhere. So you see this is a global market. And a vertical marketing organization inside a corporation like Siemens has to support this global trend. And we go with the customers around the world. At first, great. It is, and it was a great conference. So I think there are two components I personally evaluate very important and very good. One is, of course, the content of the conference. There are really some new things. So, for example, yesterday we heard about brand new tire building machines from Messnach, from HF. So this is for sure very interesting. But also it's a good opportunity for us as Siemens to inform our customers here in India, but also the machine suppliers participating here in the conference about latest trends, for example, MindSphere internet operating systems, or how to make use of IoT technology, and how to apply this technology to the market. So this, I call this the content part, is one of the important. But the second part, of course, is a business networking. And so, for example, I myself, I have been together with my peers from all the tire manufacturers and also the machinery suppliers until midnight. And we had a lot of interesting but also funny talk. And my word is also, business is important, but you have to have fun also.